for tuning into the Tom Leykis Show. This is where America gets together to talk about the issues you really care about. It's a different kind of a radio talk program. We're the radio talk show that is not hosted by a right-wing wacko or a convicted felon. No! I am your host. Write down our toll-free telephone number. You're going to need it. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. We appreciate it. Here we are together again on the radio. It's you and me. And it's good to be here, I must tell you. A survey from Reuters. This is from Germany, but they're implying that this has some kind of global ramifications. The modern Western woman is now almost as likely to cheat on her partner as a man. So that stereotype, mostly believed by ignorant men, now we are seeing proof that that stereotype is probably out of date, if it was ever true. It says here in an online survey of 1,427 men and women aged between 25 and 35, 53% of women said they'd been unfaithful to their partner, compared to 59% of men. How do you like that? More than half. Now, again, this isn't scientific because it's an online survey, meaning anybody with a mouse could log on and participate. And people who've cheated may be more or less likely to respond to such a survey. Nothing scientific about it. So remember, these numbers are not scientific. But it says here the survey revealed that non-sexual desires, such as the need for reassurance and understanding, were a primary motive among women for infidelity. It says here that demographic factors were also behind the change in attitudes, but more liberal attitudes to sex, greater knowledge about contraception, and more freedom for women had made having affairs less taboo than ever before. It says here as the frequency of cheating rose, the gap between the sexes was reduced and eventually reversed. 17% of women said they had cheated 2 or 3 times, as against 22% of men. But when it came to having cheated 4 or 5 times in the course of a relationship, women moved ahead of men with 8% against 4%. Fascinating. So what do I want from you, the caller? Okay, you are cheating. Now, we've done shows where we've asked you to call us and tell us all the salacious details of your cheating. That's not what I want. You're cheating right now. Not necessarily while you're dialing the telephone, but, this week you're cheating. Why? Give us all the good reasons why you need to have sex with somebody else while you're married to or living with somebody you allegedly love. I want to know why. You don't even need to tell me who it is or what you're doing or, any of the dirty details. All I want to know is why you feel the need to do it. Why is it necessary? I may ask you some other questions. You can be prepared for this. I may ask you why you stay with the person you supposedly love, whether it will ever end, what would make it end. Do you think you can have a good relationship with somebody after you've done this? Because I think that's where a lot of people are living in a dream world. I do. I believe that once you've done this, you can go to all the counseling you like. But for most people, counseling is like that sign they have on the highway, last exit before toll. You're pretty much just about to go over the bridge. Once you have done that, you have violated something that you can never get back. Never. Not with all the counseling in the world, and that is complete intimacy. Now, I'm not better than you. I'm an atheist. I'm not a moralist of any kind. And I've done everything once and many things twice. It's not like I'm trying to say I'm good and you're bad. Because I'm very bad, and I've been very bad very many times. What I'm saying is this. Because I've been bad, I know what I've lost when I've been very, very bad. I know what couldn't be fixed when I was very, very bad. I know. And I think that when people say, well, you know, I decided that I was going to stop seeing him, and I was only going to devote myself to my husband, and I was going to try to work things. It never, ever, ever is the same. Never. More than once, I have known stories of people who are married where one person was screwing around, and then you have people saying that they had an epiphany. You ever have somebody like that in your life, a friend of yours or something? Somebody who's screwing around, and then one day they say, you know what? This is wrong. I'm going to stop effective today. And you know what? If I don't go any further, they'll never find out about it, and then I'm going to totally devote myself to my spouse. The intimacy is still gone. It's gone. It's gone. I know of one case where someone is married to one person, but is banging somebody else, and then every few weeks says, you know what, I'm going to stop. And I'm going to devote myself totally to, in this case, my husband. I'm going to devote myself totally to my husband. And so that's it. She tells the other guy, hey, I'm not seeing you anymore. Stop calling me. Stop writing to me. I don't want to see you, okay? Because I'm trying to make it work with my husband. Then what happens? Valentine's Day comes along. The other guy's birthday comes along. And eventually you're right back with the other guy again. I just went to see him for a cup of coffee. We didn't do anything. You know, it's like you have ruined permanently your marriage when you do that. Permanently. You can never get this back. Not to mention the fact that there are other people you know who know. This is especially true of women. You know, when you are, when you're banging around, you tell your best friend. You tell 6 of your best friends. You tell your sister. Sometimes you tell your mother. So it's like every woman in your life knows. And then when your poor, sad sack of a husband comes around, everybody looks at it with that look. You know that look? Ever gotten that look? Ever walked into a room full of hens and seen them all look at you? They look at you. They know something you don't know. Your wife is the person you are the most devoted to, supposedly the closest to, and you walk into a room with a bunch of her friends, and they all know what you've been doing, or what your wife's been doing, in this case. And you walk in, and you don't even know why. You just have this funny feeling. Why are they looking at me like that? All these people know. So the intimacy is ruined because not only have you gone and screwed around and violated the trust of the other person, but you compounded it by going around and telling it to other people because you want their opinion. You want their opinion about the person you're screwing around with. You want their opinion about whether what you're doing is the right thing, or whether it's okay, or whether it's justified, or whatever. So you have now taken an issue that only the two of you should have discussed, and you've discussed it with other people whose business it isn't. How do you ever fix that? I say you can't fix it. I say you're living in a dream world. Once you step over that line, there's no coming back. Are there people who go to therapy and stay married to each other? Sure there are. But it's never the same. I've been married 4 times, divorced 4 times. It's never the same. Never. It's something that can't be fixed. So it's my belief that those of you who are doing this have pretty much put one foot out the door. You live these double lives. I just want to find out. There you are. You're the caller. You are cheating on the person you are married to or live with. By the way, if you're cheating on someone you've been dating for 3 weeks, 6 weeks, don't call it. Okay. This is somebody who shares the same address as you do. Okay, so all you people who do not live at the same address with the person you allegedly love, don't call it, because it's not for you. You get your mail at the same place. Maybe you've got a joint checking account with this person. They've got access to your bank account, your ATM. Maybe you have credit card bills together, whatever. You have done things that have put you into the same soup. And yet you're having sex with somebody else. I want to know all the good reasons why you're doing this.
Oh, yeah. Leykis. Leykis.
Are the people who listen to your show, are they smoking crack before they call?
Probably, yes.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. Right, you're cheating. Why? Charlie on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello. Charlie.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Charlie.
Yeah. How you doing today?
Do you care, Charlie?
Yeah, I'm 22 first.
You're 22 and you're married?
Yeah, I'm married. I know.
Why?
Married, you know. Why? Because, well, she had my kids.
So?
Yeah. And,
why did that mean you had to get married?
Excuse me? I'm sorry?
Why did that mean you had to get married?
Well, I thought it was in love. I guess I was young and foolish in love. And the way, things are now, seeing that I'm cheating and everything, it is foolishly, foolishly in love. But the person I'm cheating with, I've been cheating, with her for over a year.
Wait a minute. You've been married how long?
For 3 years.
Because you told Dean you were married 2 years.
I met 2 kids. That's what I really meant.
So you've been married. So you're 22. You've been married since you were 19.
Yes. Yes.
That was stupid. And you've been cheating for how long?
For over a year.
So you weren't even married 2 years, and you were already cheating.
Mhm. I thought I was ready to settle down. I thought I was, but.
I hope all the people who are 19 who call me and say they're going to get married, I hope they're hearing this.
I hope they are hearing this, because I want to tell them out clearly, do not get married like Tom Leykis says, unless you are sure. But even though you're sure...
No, you're never sure. You are too young to be sure.
Right. I mean, this chick I'm going out with, I'm the one I'm cheating with, I'm banging her, and she looks good, because I work with the movie actors, and she's one of the extras. And, it's like they say, first impression is the best. And, that was a fatal attraction, so I couldn't let it go by.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She knows I have kids. And it's just that what a guy wants is the same thing what a girl wants, which is, different kind of sex. Cause,
tell me about the person you're cheating with.
Oh, the person I'm cheating with?
Yeah.
She's Caucasian, Asian mix.
Mm-hmm. And
she's like a co-star of like an actress. She's an upcoming actress, supposedly, and she's very hot. Everything we do everything in the Kama Sutra book, every little position and everything, But the thing I'm afraid of is, like that love I feel. I hope it's just for physics, like.
What? You're in love with her too?
No, I'm not. That's what I'm. I'm not.
What love do you feel?
I feel like physically, like good, not emotionally, because
that's lust. That's not love.
Yeah, that's lust.
And you're hoping what about that?
I'm sorry, say that again.
What are you hoping?
I'm just hoping I don't fall in love with her. I mean, if I fall in love with her, then I already know,
Well, you're an idiot if you fall in love with her too. You're an idiot.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be an idiot, and that's what I'm trying to tell everybody. because I had stories about, you know, like, I hear everybody on your show talking about they're so young, you know, and, you know, they're married, they're happy, you know. Just watch. All you guys who said that, just watch. You guys can do the same thing I'm doing.
All right, so why did you cheat on your wife? That's what we want to know here.
It's because I just, you know, it's just the same old thing, you know, like every morning you wake up and see the same person. It's good and all, but, you know, if you see someone, like, you know, out on a set, you know, where I work at, you know.
By the way, this is what happens when you're married at 19, folks.
Yeah.
This is what happens. I don't care what you call in to tell me. What Charlie is saying, this is what really happened.
This is what happened. I mean, you guys could be, you know, thinking, you know, that's the one, you know. Mm-hmm. That's the one for me. I'm sure, you know, there's no such thing as fate. It's all a lie.
Yeah.
Because I thought the same thing. And I cheated on him because I thought, well, because that girl was, you know, was looking so good. You cannot let, you know, like a 10, you know, like a model like that, you know, pass by. I mean, I know you would.
So why do you stay with your wife?
Say that again?
Why do you stay with your wife? That's question one. Question two, all right, the first kid, I understand. Accident.
Right.
Why did you have a second kid already?
I guess because we don't believe in abortion. But
why did you let her get pregnant?
Yeah, we didn't use protection.
Why not? Because you're stupid.
You can say that. We were young, too.
Pal, this just happened.
It just happened.
Oh, we were young. All the way back 8 months ago. How old is your second kid?
Oh, my second kid? He's 3 years old.
Wait a minute. Pal, how long have you been with your wife?
I've been with her for the longest, but we just got married. I've been with her for the longest since we were little kids.
Like 12?
Sorry?
Since you were 12?
Since like around, I was 11. She was 12. She's older than me.
You were 11 and she was 12. You were having sex?
No, not like when we were, you know, that was back then. We were young. We were stupid.
I see. So how old were you when you had your first kid with her?
I'm sorry, how old? The first kid?
Yes.
I was, let me see.
Jesus.
17.
You were 17. So you got married at 17?
No, we got married at, you know, 19.
19.
We decided to get married at 19.
All right. So why did you have a second kid?
Because, I don't know, I guess, I don't have a good, you know, answer to that. It's just that I guess we were ready. I thought we were ready. I thought, you know, I was committed too. I thought I was being committed. I thought it was true love.
So what year did you have that kid?
The following year after that.
3 years ago?
They're a year apart.
A year apart?
Yeah, they're a year apart.
So your wife was not pregnant for 3 months?
For not pregnant? Yeah, that's right.
I see. So you were just jumping right in. And then, sure enough, about a year after the second kid was born, you start banging some other chick.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she looks hot. Like a, you know.
Okay. Well, you're a poster boy for not getting married young, pal. And wearing a goddamn rubber. Hopefully you'll start doing that.
The Tom Leykis Show.
On the Tom Leykis Show.
What's up, Tom?
Michael.
Hi. What's up, Tom?
Not much.
Oh, how you doing? You're the father I never had. You know that.
I am indeed.
Oh, man. Well, I do it because I can. And if they catch me, they don't leave anyway, so what difference does it make?
Well, wait a minute. Why would you get involved in a relationship and then want to cheat? I don't get that part.
Well, I didn't know you when I was a teen, so I got married at 19, got divorced at 22, and I got into another relationship after that before I knew who you were. And then about the time I wanted to get out of it, I was into some messy things in my life, and she knew too much about it, so I never left.
You mean like criminal things?
Something like that, I guess. So she knew about that, so you can't leave when she knows. You can't piss her off.
Oh, wait a minute. Now, you're anonymous. What does she know about you?
She just knows some of the activities that I was up to when I was...
What, do you sell drugs? What's the deal?
Well, we don't need to get into that, Tom.
Well, you're anonymous, pal. I don't even know if that's your real name. I know nothing about you.
I used to slang a little bit.
Yeah.
I suppose if that's what you want to call it.
All right.
Just brought things from point A to point B, and...
Yeah, but she knows all the details. That was stupid to tell her.
Oh, no, she just caught on really fast. When you don't have nothing and all of a sudden you
But
got...
she has no proof.
Well, no, but she knew enough anyway. She knew the circle of friends that I was in, and...
So she wants you to... Why you would stay for that reason?
Well, yeah, I'd rather be with somebody and be free. I know freedom's a state of mind, but...
But you're telling me she knows enough about you and has eyewitness information that can put you in prison?
Oh, yeah. Easy.
Why would she want to stay with you under those circumstances? You're a hostage.
Because she went from nothing to having a lot of things, too.
Oh, so she didn't mind if you were stealing as long as she was benefit.
Oh, exactly. Oh, come on. You know it. You know a gold digger. You know how they are.
All right, I'm just checking. So as a result of all of that, you're having, what? You're cheating with one person, everybody, what?
Well, let's see. In the last 3 months, I've bagged my son's babysitter, her sister, about 2 of her other friends, and about 4 of my babysitter's friends. It's just nonstop. It's just whoever I can get my hands on that looks good.
So you don't give a rat's ass about the woman you're with. You just don't care.
I love her. I do love her. You know, she growled on me like that.
What does that mean, I love her? What does that mean?
Oh, I mean, I care about her.
No, you don't. Because what happens if she finds this stuff out? She'll be devastated.
Oh, yeah, she'll be devastated. She already found out one time.
And was she devastated?
Oh, she was crushed.
What if she found out you did all these people? Sisters, babysitters, friends.
Well, I mean, like I said, she found out right after I threw the Hail Mary.
And you threw a Hail Mary with another chick.
I'm sorry?
And you threw a Hail Mary with another chick.
No, with her. With my girl.
Oh, you threw it with her?
Oh, yeah. I just didn't get the hell out of there. Like I should have.
Right.
But I threw the Hail Mary, and then about 2 weeks after that, she caught me in the act. But, you know, I don't know if you even want to call it love. It's just I care about her. I don't want her to die.
Die?
Yeah, I don't want anything bad to happen to her.
Why would something bad happen to her?
I'm just saying, that's how I feel about her. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to her. I don't know if you want to call it love or anything like that. But I've been with her for...
Yeah, but if she found out about all the things you do, you wouldn't care.
No, probably not really.
Yeah,
Unless she was... Well, I don't do that stuff no more, so really, no, not at all.
You don't? You're done screwing around, or you're done stealing?
I'm done stealing.
Yeah.
So you know, there's nothing she can hold me down to now. So
why don't you leave?
Leave her too. Well, I'm in the process of doing that right now, as a matter of fact. In fact, I am packing her stuff up right now. I just went to the store and got some boxes and stuff. But we just went through a tiff right now about trust. So I told her she can just take her crap and get out.
Wow.
So she left, and I'm packing her stuff up for her.
Wow. All right, Michael, thank you. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. You're cheating. Call me and tell me why. It's Fred on the Tom Leykis Show. Fred.
What's up, Tom?
Not much.
You there, Tom?
No, I left the room.
Oh, good. Why am I cheating? I'm the alpha male. Why not?
Well, why be in a relationship?
Oh, the more the merrier.
No. You don't have to marry someone to have the more the merrier.
That's true.
You can bang, 20 chicks in rotation.
Believe me, I am.
And yeah, but you don't have to be married to any of them. So that doesn't answer the question. Why be married?
She cooks, she cleans, makes the bed.
Why not hire out for that?
Then I got to pay.
You're paying now.
How do you mean I'm paying now?
Who pays the rent?
Well, we both do. It's split.
Evenly?
Yeah.
So you pay only half of the expenses?
That's it.
Period.
That's it.
So she's essentially a roommate who has sex with you?
Yep, pretty much.
And so that's what you got married for?
Well, I got married when I was young, but I realized I'm the alpha male, so I had to share the wealth.
Do you have kids?
No.
Will you?
Right now? No.
While you're married to this chick, will you?
Probably not. I use protection.
But wait a minute. Why stay married? Just to get the housework done?
Housework.
Tell me the truth. You don't give a rat's ass about this woman?
Oh, no, she's a nice girl.
You don't really care about her, though.
No, not so much. There's always another one out there for me, so.
Yeah, but you got married at 21?
20.
20. Why?
Because I've just done everything at that time.
You thought you had.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you had, you wouldn't be doing all these other chicks now.
Well, that's true.
You obviously had not done as much as you thought.
I've done everything from the worldly standpoint, but not from the sexual standpoint.
Right. But if you haven't done everything from a sexual standpoint, there's no point in getting married.
I agree with you, but there's no point in getting out of it if she splits the bills, and actually she pays for all the food and stuff.
You realize if you stay married over 10 years, you'll have to pay alimony?
So I got about another 2 years.
So will you stay for the whole 2 years?
Probably not.
So what are you waiting for?
I haven't found one good enough to be with next.
Why do you need a next? Why couldn't you live alone for a while?
I guess I could, but it gets boring after a while.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. You obviously didn't do it for very long.
Live alone?
Yeah.
I was out since I was 16, so 4 years.
You had roommates or girlfriends or something.
Yeah, I had a roommate.
You didn't live alone.
No, I didn't live entirely.
Living alone is a great experience, and one you should have.
I'm not going to deny that.
All right. All right, Fred, thanks a lot.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
Thank you, Tom.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Whether it's fair or not.
Tom Leykis Show. 1-800-5800-TOM. You're cheating. Why? Carrie on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom, how are you?
Great.
This is my second marriage. I've been married 12 years. I just started cheating a year ago. Both my kids are grown, and my husband, who really is a good man, I really don't have anything negative to say about him other than after the kids were grown, I realized that, coming home from work and seeing him laying on the couch with a beer in his hand or him not being there and come home from the bar later, that was like the rest of my life. And I met somebody who's younger than I am. I'm 45, and he lives in Colorado. And
So you met him on the internet?
Actually, yes.
Of course. How would you meet somebody from Colorado? You live in L.A.
Yes, I did. And I went out to meet him.
And how did you get away with that?
Well, my husband and I have always had this, we really didn't have to answer to each other. I mean, he comes and goes as he pleases.
You were going to say we have this trust, which would have sounded really ridiculous, so
absolutely.
You
That's
changed
exactly what we had. Exactly. You're very right. But, and if I say, hey, I'm going away for the weekend with the girls, it was no questions asked. It was have a good time. And it still is like that. I still go once a month. I fly out and fly
You go to Colorado and you tell them you're going out with the girls?
Yes.
And the girls, now, of course, let's review. The girls all know and they cover for you.
Yes.
So now you not only have lost your intimacy with your husband, you've done it two ways, because now you've told it to other people.
Yes.
And so now you can't really socialize with your husband and any of your friends because they all know what you're doing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So why even stay with him?
I'm considering the leaving. I just, we have property together. It's just the big hassle thing. But I haven't slept with my husband for over a year, and he's just not interested anymore. I mean, I tried the Viagra
and do you play any part in this? I mean, you know what? I've been in many failed relationships and 4 failed marriages.
Yes.
You know what? It's never one person's fault.
No, I absolutely don't deny that it's...
What part do you play in this?
I'm the one that violated the trust.
Yeah, but beyond that, there were problems before that. What part did you play?
Really, the only problem that I ever saw that we got along great, is that I don't drink, and he drinks all the time, every day. And he wasn't abusive or anything. It was just, I got tired of it. I grew out of it. I wanted more than that. And I worked a lot. And, I still came home, at the usual time every night, but I did work on weekends and at home sometimes on the computer at home. But, I played a lot of it, but I think he did too, because he wasn't willing to try to give up some of his drinking time for me. And
yeah, but let's be real. Try to be real honest here and introspective. Is there any possibility that it was boring at home for him, or that there was something wrong with your relationship because of things that you did? I'm sure he does his share of stuff. I'm not saying he's blameless. In fact, I'm sure he shares intimately in the responsibility. But the thing is you're telling it to me from your own perspective. You're making it sound like you had nothing to do with it, like you were perfect. You came home all the time. You were there all the time. You did whatever he needed all the time. And he was a lazy, drinking slob. And he was the one with all the faults.
No, that isn't it. I mean, I came home, true, but I did what I wanted to do. And I didn't really, after the kids were gone, I did pay, and these were his stepchildren, keep in mind. So there you have that initial problem there. But I was very devoted to my kids. And one of them, the older one, and he have never gotten along and still don't. And I always sided with him, with my son.
So, all right, so you had other problems in the relationship.
Yeah.
But now in your own head, you're blaming him for your problem.
No, I'm not blaming him. I just thought I did get bored with the fact that there was no sex. I mean, I'm 45.
But let me ask you a question. Is it possible there was no sex, just one of the many reasons? Is it possible because he felt like he was your last priority?
Absolutely.
So,
I mean, he did tell me that quite a bit.
And he told you that.
Take them first.
And he told you that.
But I'm a mom. And especially when it's a step-parent situation, it's a little bit more difficult.
Well, then, the point is you shouldn't be married. If you can't put the man you're with first, or at least on an equal footing with your family, you shouldn't get married. It's selfish.
But it was never like this until they were older. You know, and it was really the high school years that did it. And the sports. During sports season, during high school, I was
right. So, in other words, having sex with you meant he had to do it when you could squeeze it in.
There were times when, yeah.
And he got tired of that. Because as a guy, I've been with women who do this with and without kids. And you know what? I get tired of asking. I get tired of being told no. I get tired of being told wait. I get tired of being told, how about tomorrow? How about the day after tomorrow? How about next week? You know, you're in this with him. You did it with him. And you now justify it in your own head by talking about his drinking and he's lying around. Never, ever, until I put you up against the wall, conceding that you played a part in there being no sex.
I guess I never just really noticed. We never really noticed anything until the kids were gone and it was just us. I mean, all my attention was devoted to them until it was just us. And then it finally hit me that...
You know what? If you came to me after... How long have you been married to him?
12 years.
So if you came to me after 12 years of putting other people first, and now you've got empty nest syndrome, so now it's like you start showing up at home in lingerie going, okay, I'm ready to go. You know what? My attitude is, screw you. Where have you been for 12 years?
And he has said that before.
I'll bet he has. You don't know how guys think. You're in this up to your neck. You played an equal role. I'm not saying more of a role, but you are equally responsible.
Well, I think in some ways I'm more responsible just by the mere fact that I'm the one cheating and he's not.
Solved. Okay, fine. But not only that, you were equally responsible up until you started cheating. You justify his laziness and his drinking. You use that as justification for having an affair. You never considered the possibility that he married you hoping to have romantic times, fun times, intimate time with you. And your time was spent keeping your kids off drugs and siding with your kids and putting him last.
Right.
Then, after your kids are gone, now you head off to Victoria's Secret and get ready for some romantic evenings with him. By now, he's checked out.
No, it's definitely too late for us now.
Well, why don't you leave?
I'm working on it. I just can't do it. I just haven't, gotten it together enough to do it.
I hope you do.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
I was dating a guy for 3 months, and we never even did anything but have sex. That was considered like a boyfriend and girlfriend kind of a thing.
I wouldn't consider it a boyfriend-girlfriend kind of thing.
What would you call it?
Booty call.
The Tom Leykis Show.
If you're losing your hair and haven't tried...
Our email address is my name. It's tom@blowmeuptom.com. It's tom@blowmeuptom.com. Call our comment line. The number is area code 310-842-9592.